bridge designed, allowing people to cross the other side, stacking triangles into a truss. It is what we do very much, but it's just the price of a bridge that's undervalued, and I think we should pay our engineers more, 'cause I'm Mr. Bridge Guy. Yes, hello fellow engineers and welcome to Poly Bridge 2. Today we are not doing Polyception, we are not doing the challenge mode because the devs have just released a brand new update and they've given me exclusive access, so we're looking at that first. But you may have noticed down the very bottom, Poly Bridge 3 has been announced. So yeah, first thing I noticed is it's like, wow, just graphics everywhere. So much like background detail. There's like destructible objects now. And like on this level, making most of the custom shapes to actually help you with the levels now. So yeah, thanks devs for letting me show off that little bit of trailer there. Very excited for that. May the 30th it's coming. So we've probably just about got time to make it through these two new worlds, which can be found down here, the bonus worlds. So we're going to start off in the Glittering Gorge. So this first level is called Don't Look Down. So why is that? Oh, what the... We got an upside down flag. I wasn't expecting that. So essentially, we've got to get this little car. He's got to go through the star, A.1, and then to A.2, which is under there. And then a little turn around and come back this way. Thankfully, you can see there's no hydraulics. Thank you, devs. Thank you. But we only have 2 anchor points. So what I'm thinking of doing first is just pressing play. Oh my goodness. The background's like different color. I'm not used to that color. I was distracted. Where'd the car go? I think he died. So yeah, slow moving car. Okay, got it. So I sort of know I need to build probably at least over to there just so that's in range. I'll tell you what, I'm thinking of doing something like that for... Oh no, it broke. Yeah, I was thinking about going cheesy with it. I do just wonder if I were to go straight over to there and just do a very simple truss underneath. Is that enough wall brace to support this? Oh no, it looks bendy. It looks bendy. Whoop. Okay, fine. We'll add another wall brace. So I think that probably shouldn't break, should it? No, that's good. So we end up down there. So we've just got to end up over there in order to get back. I feel like that's sort of a drop. We're going to need probably springs. If we go straight down with rope, we can build some sort of road there. I probably want to be like that, so that will rotate. And I'm just literally thinking, what if I truss this in springs and then suspend that from ropes? It's going to be pretty pricey, but it's going to be flexible, which hopefully will help us. Oh, it did break. It did break. I mean, let me just have a look. Is it definitely going to land on its roof? Yeah, maybe this is where I want to make a tweak. If I make that go up a bit, are you more likely to stay on your wheels? Oh, that worked. That worked. Okay, so I'm just going to be patient now, and hopefully we'll get to that thing, and that should turn it around. Oh, that was close. Okay, it's heading back. The trouble is... Oh, is it going to make it? Is it? No! Oh, that was so close. What if we just add a little bit of truss to the edge? Okay, so how's that looking? Boosh lands down there. Then should just drive up, flip that, and then... Oh, no. Okay, it might just move that end up a little bit. So hopefully now it can drive back. Oh, just about. Okay, so I've extended this end with the truss. So yeah, makes it easy. And is that... Yes, level completed. Where are we going to come in the world? Oh, I'm not top 9%. What are you on about, game? I'm literally top in the world. I'm the best person in the world. I'm number 1. Now, I beat some other names that I recognize, actually. So I will say I am number 1 in the world. In your face. In your face, everyone. Yes, there's only 12 people, but I'm first. The joys of going first. The downside of that is if we go to the gallery, it's empty. So for my next video, I will be giving it a little bit of time so that you guys can go and play this. If you go and play it straight after my video, do like the next 4 levels wherever I finish off. And then I should be able to like be ahead so I can view some of your replays. Let's try and be nice to the devs. Let's just not go completely strongest shape. But if you need to for engineering purposes, then I probably will still look at it. Anyway, the next level is called Turn Around. Every now and then there is a bridge that I've got to turn around. Sorry, we're not doing songs. We're not doing songs. We've done a song today. What is going on up there? What is that? So we've got you that comes, whoa, down there into water. And then, man, the devs, they're like putting flags all over the place. Flags don't come out of that angle. What's that all about? So it looks like we've got to get star A1 and then head back to A. How far away from the star is... Oh, it's quite far away. Looking at materials, we've got wood, steel, and spring. So what we're probably going to want to do is as the level title tells us, turn around. Now, annoyingly, we're going to land there, which is not the best place to build a bridge because we're in the middle of this thing. So what I'm thinking, if I go up here first and then perhaps just add a road piece like that, that should... Ooh. That did extend us maybe a little bit too far. I just want to get this to go through the star. Okay, that's good. Because then I can potentially build, I guess, some sort of loop. Like, I feel like something like that might work. I feel like there's going to be a lot of pressure down there, though, which is not ideal. We might want springs again just to dampen this. So perhaps if I truss this up first, so we have a somewhat secure bit of that, and then we can just spring under here, and then when we press play, it just breaks completely, and right, I've just added a load more springs underneath, so is that a bit better? Oh, it was. It actually was. I know if you want to build a strong bridge, you've got to take flexibility into account, but then steel might be... Ooh, steel might be good, actually. I'm just wondering, what if I were to make this not move, if it was rigid? Because then we keep the speed, because that's the one thing I am worried about going with springs. We're not going to get the speed to get over there. It's still quite a long gap, and we're upside down, so we can't really just build a bridge. So how's that looking? Oh, that road, I think that road's being like stretched because as the car lands there, it's getting a lot of weight and pulling that down. So I'm thinking if I use that anchor point and do a steel bar to there, then some of the force that's stretching this will actually go through the steel instead. So if we try that, then, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, we did it. Did we do it? He drowned, but we did it. Oh, and I'm second. I'm second by 400 quid. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get first on every single level because I can do this so easily. If I just replace road with like normal road, and then do I even need that piece there? Perhaps we get away with just that. Or maybe not. We could potentially replace with wood though. So just a few minutes tweaking just to save a few grand. Car gets wet, but it's fine. We're first again. Get in. Right, next level. Flip and slide. So what do we have here? What is going on with these levels? Like upside down flags, upside down cars. It's Carnage. Right, so we press play. So you slip down to there, then you drive across. Oh, then he's doing a bit of off-roading. We've got some movable boulders down there. So what do we... How do we even... So we've got to get to that star, but somehow end up down here and then up there. What? Am I following this right? This seems really complicated. Yeah, so we have to get to the star, but the star doesn't turn us around. So first things first, let's make a little ramp just so we can get further and just sort of see how this happens. So we get the star, and then we crash into a giant volcano. Interesting. So presumably I've got to do some sort of ramp here so we sort of flip over. So if I do that, will that like actually work? We can truss underneath and build down here. I'm thinking springs again. I'm always thinking springs. Oh, spring adjustments are not allowed in this level. Interesting. Well, let's see what happens there. I assume with the spring it's just not gonna like flip properly. It goes up to there and then it's just trapped. I'm trying to invert that so it does actually flip back. I'm just scared it's gonna break. Yeah, it broke. I mean, annoyingly, it looks like I'm gonna need another piece of road, doesn't it? Right, okay, so imagine that should be good. So it goes up, rolls backwards, and then it should slide. Oh no, it landed on its wheels. Oh, okay, round two. So it rolls backwards, slides. No, oh, it's landed on its wheels again. And there's butt sliding to the end. No, stop. I'm sort of wondering, is there like a mechanic that I'm not aware of? Does road slip on these? Is that why it's called... Oh, is that why it's called slip and slide? So do I need to make like a little sled for it? So let's get rid of this. Let's make a little truss sled. And then if I put road there, I think I can balance road on that. So does road collide with... Oh, no, road... Okay, road doesn't collide with road. Interesting. I feel like I was right there. I feel like this was like... the game's trying to show you can slide on your roof. So let's lose the sled for now. Although I do feel like the sled was a good idea. Let's just try and make perhaps a ramp like that. So it's a bit smoother. So yeah, it rolls over. Oh no, it's on its wheels. No, it's on its roof. No, it's on its wheels. All right, so after a bit of tweaking, I finally got what I wanted. It lands on its roof and then it's sliding down there. Yes. Now, unfortunately, it then splats into the water. So what we need to do now is build a suspended bridge under those and then get it up there as well. Bloomin' hell. I assume this thing has like mad, yeah, it's got mad speed, 15 meters a second, 10 meters a second squared acceleration, so we should be fine to pick up speed. Yeah, the question is though, how do we go about it? So I assume I don't want to go like too low. I think I want to stay in like dangly wood range if possible. If we do something like that, then start going up, or maybe we want to go up against this wall so it'll go that way. I don't know. Let's just try and build this first. If I pull these up, I could truss it like that perhaps. Yeah, I'd love if something like that worked. I'm not too convinced, but then we just got to do some crazy stuff over here. I might just do like that for now, just to see if this first bit works. All right, so it's coming down, it's landed. Oh dear. Tell you what, I might just spring this end just so that I know that we can catch it fairly easily. I imagine that might want springing as well, or maybe all of those, to be honest. Right, we end up under there. That's looking good. Oh, that was actually quite decent, that. All right, so it really is a case of what do I do over here to get the most sort of range. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go up like that. I might even have to, like, I don't know, put something in this corner, but for now let's just see if this can work. Now what I might do, I might disconnect the road there just so this is sort of separate to that, because this is going to be pretty heavy. If we just shove some truss under there, we can wedge that against the wall. And then, to be honest, if I just truss like all of this up, if I just like rope over to there maybe. Yeah, okay, that's in place. That is in place. Question is this strong enough? Yep, looking good. Got the speed. Oh, then something broke over this side down there. Okay, we can make the truss bigger because that will make it stronger. I can always replace with steel as well. I mean, to be honest, I'm making this truss, I'm making it tensionized, if that's a word. So aside from the wall brace, might be worth building this on top, actually, just to give it a bit more strength in the positions that it's good in. All right, so I've added a bit of rope like that. That just holds the middle section in place. I'm just going to need something in this corner, like I said earlier. Something like that, I guess. And then we just need a way to hold that in place. So perhaps that might do. Yeah, you can see it is there. Whether it will work, different story. But for now, let's just see this. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, he's done it. He has done it. So leaderboard. Oh, no way. That's Reed Captain, that is. He's what? How's he done that so cheap? 19 grand. Everyone else has done like 34, 40 grand, 60 grand. How did he do that for so cheap? I don't understand. Stars aren't optional, are they? Because if they are, I could save a lot of money. But like if I were to get to 19 grand, I would literally, like, even removing all of that isn't enough. How much does this cost, by the way? 20. Ooh, that's quite a lot. What about these ropes? I mean, everything's expensive. I could replace these ropes with wood like that because that's cheaper. But like, there's still so much money to be. There must be like another way of doing this, right? I mean, I can shorten like some of these. That saves a bit of money. Can bring all of this up, I guess. I can then replace these steel with muscles. Honestly, can't see how I'm gonna save like another 4 grand. Is it even possible? Well, it must be. Someone's already done it, but still. Well, what if I just dangle that ramp there? That's a hell of a lot cheaper. 21 grand. Whether it will actually work. Ooh, nearly sort of, maybe not does. If I just add one brace in there though, then that should be pretty secure, and then I can sort of work out where exactly I need the road to be. But I feel like limiting the amount of roads I've used is the key now. So I think that needs to come up. I feel like I could I get rid of that? So it lands under there, jumps over that. Okay. Right, okay, spend a bit of time tweaking, but I've actually got this to be pretty cheap now. So same thing, does the roll, slides down here, but I've got rid of a lot of the road. So it lands, does a perfect jump over to there. We've just got to sort this end out. I mean, to be honest, if I could lose that, then we're in the right price area. So maybe I just want to make this like steeper because I can afford to add another road. So what about that? As long as we've got the power to get oh no, we don't extra wood in there. We'll see if that works. It's not looking very strong though, I'll tell you that. Oh, so close. So close. All right, let's slow it right down and see the connection. So I think it's that part where it loses its speed. So if we bring that out a bit, then perhaps down here, if we can raise that so it lands at least like a bit higher, or maybe even raise this as well. All right, there we go. Yes. No. All right, so I think I've done it. We're just under 20k. So we get up there. We finally make it up. Oh, no. Oh, you silly car. Before I tweak that, I am thinking of tweaking this. So I'm sort of thinking if I do that sort of thing, then I can just do like a straight road over to there. So that's a few £100 cheaper. It doesn't work. Right, so this is a lot cheaper because it happens sooner. It does take a few attempts because we do a few backwards rolls first. But on the third one, we land on our roof. We then slide down. The trouble is, because this is always moving, we then fall off. So perhaps I want to keep that the same, but just build this in a way that's a lot cheaper. Right, so this is as cheap as I can get this. Every time I like fiddle with this, it just makes it not flip. And honestly, I just want to try out the next levels. So this is our final score. You can see just about makes it now. Nice. We are £1,200 more expensive than Bloomin' Reed Captain. But still, let's go to the next level. So we've got on tilt. So it looks like the boat and the monster truck go at the same time. So I presume, do I just want like a really big old curvy bridge like that? Let's fill that in. Boosh. And then we've only got wood and rope. So I guess let's truss this up in a lovely truss montage. I built so many buildings, well, some of them have stunk. I grew up in the 90s, so this song's got... So there's the bridge holding. The trouble is the monster truck, oh, it's wheeling. So it's a little bit too deep. I tell you what though, we could go a little bit shallower like that sort of thing. I just accidentally filled it with wood. Let's just replace that with road. Then we'll truss it up again, copy it to the other side, and then we'll see how that gets on. But for now, let's just have a look and appreciate the nice amount of stress on our bridge. Nice. So little bit, oh, I thought that was going to work. Still a little bit too steep. What if I just manually like bring these down a little bit? Like I know up the top it's going to get steeper. But it's this first bit we've got to watch. Oh, okay. So that was working. That was actually working. What if we just truss that bottom bit? Because that is taking all the weight down there. Okay, so just added a few little supports underneath. It looks like we get up there, okay? We've just gotta try and get down without that happening. So the most sensible thing to do is probably add the same supports on that side. We can probably replace most of this with wood because we don't need a bridge all the way to the bottom, just above the land. So we'll see how that gets on. Oh, not bad. I mean, it actually makes it, but it did very much break. Let's get rid of some, I guess, some weight. And then I am going to keep an eye on the stress because I got to think about making this a little bit cheaper. So yeah, I can definitely bring the wood down. We just need to get this over. I'm sort of thinking bring these bits of road up a bit and then essentially just do a jump. So I'll bring these down ready. May as well start trimming the old price down. So how's that looking? All pretty red down there. Yep, pretty red down there. That's the trouble with doing all this sort of stuff. You are depending on certain pieces. I am actually going to try just putting a muscle in there and seeing if that helps us. And another one there too, because I feel like having two muscles there but making all of these nodes a bit smaller overall should save the budget. All right, so I've done a little bit of tweaking. We're just under 24 grand of our 37 grand budget, and I think, yeah, we get to there and then gets the flag, saved a bit of money. Where are we? Oh, we're fifth. Top price. Oh, man, look how tight the top two are. £2 in it. So I need to get under 20 grand if I want to do well. And I really saved 20 grand from this. I'm thinking perhaps if I took my truss underneath, would that save me a lot more money? Because it sort of makes sense to go under that way. Thing is, you do have to go on top up there just to get out the way of the ship. You can see with the stress, the road is under a lot of stress. Ooh, and down there, you exploded, didn't you? So if we make that a muscle, because we don't have steel on this, we have to use muscles if we want to make individual pieces stronger. Keep an eye on the next one. Is that going to pop? Or, oh no, the road popped up there. So that means we've got to make these trusses a little bit bigger. Yeah, not convinced going underneath is the best idea actually, because the road just seems to be popping. So this is what we have. If we watch this with the stress on, we can see how it works. So the stress sort of follows along those bars. Say what though, I feel like up here we can make those smaller. Can we lose some nodes here? Like, will that work? Depends how the weight is loaded, because it's not going to be loaded symmetrically. So yeah, it should move as I thought. I mean, it might be worth just put a bit of rope up the top just to stop. Okay, I didn't stop the movement enough. I guess for now we'll just make it really small then. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking if we make these a little bit smaller. Do I need a truss up there? I feel like I do to stop that breaking. If we could get away with that, that's a lot cheaper. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's looking good. Oh, it broke up the top. Why did you break? Okay, well, that made it to the end. 22,917. We've gone up to 4th. We've got a lot of money to save to get above that. I'm not entirely sure how we go about that. Can we replace that muscle with a single piece? I imagine this side will blow up. Look how red it's going. Oh, no. Oh, that worked. Oh, there we go. We saved like a few hundred quid. Let me just see as well. So 22,500. If I were to grab this and then mirror it, what does that go to? Oh, no, wait. That's way cheap. What? Does it actually work, though? Okay, sort of. If I replace these roads with wood, 20,700. Oh, we're actually getting there. I don't know if it's going to work because it's now uneven. And, oh, yeah, you can see it flexing. Right, so after a fair amount of tweaking, I've come up with this monstrosity. And you can see the stress as it goes up. We sort of, where the monster truck is, there's a bit of red always next to it. And I've minimized the number of pieces as well. We sort of do a forward roll to finish, but we are under 20 grand and therefore we are number 1 in the world. Just ignore that only 11 people actually attempted this level. So the next level is Last Resort, and it's a hydraulic level, so we won't be attempting that today. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Oh my god, what the hell? That's a different car. That's a different car. I have not seen that in the game before. Is that part of Polybridge 3 or something? I don't know. Anyway, peace, love, and bridges. Bye, guys.